Good afternoon, guys. I'm going to start doing something new every day. I'm still going to do the verse of the day, but this new thing I want to do, I've been led to do about a week now, is do a chapter of the Bible a day. And I'm going to start from the very beginning and read through the whole Bible. That will take me 1,189 days because there are 1,189 chapters in the Bible. Genesis 1. In the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day. The darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry land, and gathered the water he called seas. And God saw it was good. Verse 11. And then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to the various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to kinds, trees bearing fruit according to their kinds. And God saw it was good. And there was evening and there was no morning the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate day from night, and let them serve as signs to mark scared times and the days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the skies, and give the light on earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, the lesser light to govern the night. He also made stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning the fourth day. And God said, let the water teem from the living, and let the birds fly across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creations of the sea and the living things with which water teems, and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God said it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase the number, and fill the water and the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning the fifth day. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that moves along the ground according to their kind. And God saw it was good. Verse 26. Sorry guys if I read too slow. I just feel like I should do this. I only care if I reach one person. Anybody else I'm happy with. Verse 26 says, Then God said, Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky and the livestock that moves on the ground. So God created mankind in his image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said to them, Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Verse 29, Then God said, I will give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and to all the birds of the sky, all the creatures that move on the ground, everything that breathes of life in it. I give every green plant for food. And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Thank you for listening to the first chapter of the Bible. I will be back this evening with the verse of the day, and I will be back tomorrow with another chapter, Genesis chapter 2, under chapters of the day. Thank you. God bless.